We're in Houston, Texas looking for some pre-cruise must-do activities, and we intercept a transmission from Radio Tave, try to stay warm with some radiant nature, and of course try to find some local food spots that are worth going to. I'm Travis, let's get Wanderlust. Alright, we are in Houston, Texas, and we just checked into our hotel, which is the Marriott Houston South, right next to Hobby Airport. We are sailing out of Galveston, Texas tomorrow for a 7-night cruise to the Western Caribbean. We always recommend coming to your port city a day early, and the reason for that is just about anything can happen if you're trying to get there the same day. We just made a 4-hour drive from the DFW area, and we were really worried about the cold weather, and we actually had snow, so we didn't want to risk it, so we were in Houston a day early. We're going to find some really cool stuff to do in Houston, and hopefully a good restaurant to eat at, and we'll catch up with you in a little bit. Nicole and I are always interested in finding unique and fun things to do in the port cities that we're staying in before our cruises. On this trip, the first place that we went to in the city of Houston was Meow Wolf. Yes, that's Meow Wolf, like meow from a cat and wolf like the dog. Meow Wolf is an interactive art exhibit that is in a few different cities around the United States. There's one in Santa Fe, New Mexico, Denver, Colorado, Las Vegas, Nevada, and of course, where we're from, in the DFW area of Texas. The Meow Wolf in Houston just recently opened, and it's in a special little entertainment district near downtown. The theme is essentially the radio station and its crew are transported to a surreal new world where the airwaves are open to an infinite amount of possibilities. You can explore the art, unravel the story, and then basically get in tune to this brand new surreal world. There's a ton of stuff to do in Meow Wolf Houston. Every door, every cabinet, every drawer you open can transport you to a different part of the world. There's so much to see and explore in this that you can spend hours just going through each one of the rooms and each one of the little worlds and still not really see everything that there is to see in there. There's even a restaurant inside Radio Tave that is themed to this world. This restaurant is called Cowboy Heaven, and the bartenders are kind of strange. But overall, it is a fun place to go. Meow Wolf Houston costs about $45 per adult, so we spent about $90 for the two of us to go to this exhibit, and we were there for a couple hours exploring the art exhibit and everything that it had to offer. How does this Meow Wolf exhibit compare to the other Meow Wolf that we went to in the DFW area? I actually like the one in DFW, which is in Flower Mound, Texas, a little bit more, but this one is still really good, and I like the overall theme of a radio station. It was a lot different than what you're used to going to in terms of like an exhibit or a theme park or whatever you would like to describe it as. Now, it's not for everyone, and there's probably some people out there that are going to think this is a little weird, but Nicole and I enjoy this sort of stuff, and we like, again, to find things that are different in our port cities, and you can't get much different than Radio Tave. I could have spent hours and hours inside this Meow Wolf, and I think if you have the curiosity for like an art exhibit and the curiosity for theme parks and things that are different, I think you would love this Meow Wolf. The next thing that Nicole and I decided to do was at the Houston Botanic Garden for an event called Radiant Nature. If you follow our channel, you know that Nicole and I love to go to Christmas and holiday events during November and December in the DFW area. We review them, we post them on our channel, and it's a lot of fun. It gets you in the holiday spirit. One of the events that we wanted to go to this year and last year was at the Houston Botanic Garden, but it's a 4-hour drive, so we kind of delayed it. And we said, you know what, the next time we go to Houston, we're gonna go there. So that was this time. We had seen a lot of cool stuff about the Radiant Nature show or event at the Houston Botanic Gardens online through reels and shorts and just YouTube videos. This event is essentially a dazzling Chinese Lantern Festival with larger-than-life installations showcasing the beauty of nature and celebrating the promise of the Lunar New Year. It has a walking trail setup that goes through all these gigantic Chinese lantern-style displays of different plants and bugs and animals and all kinds of nature-related items. And of course, it goes through some displays about the Chinese New Year, which is really cool as well. When we were at Radiant Nature, it was very cold. It was in the low 30s, high 20s, and it was a very good thing that they served hot chocolate for Nicole because she was super cold. The hot chocolate was $9 and included unlimited or free refills with that, so Nicole got hers money's worth. Overall, this event was very unique. It was nice to find something to do at Houston at night in a place like the Botanic Gardens. We enjoy these types of events. I will say this event really didn't hit our complete expectations because what we saw online was a lot more energetic with music and interactive, and it wasn't quite that. It was more of static displays with a little bit of music. We paid $28 for our tickets per person to go to Radiant Nature. This event takes place from the beginning part of November all the way to almost the end of February. It is mostly on Thursday to Sunday up until New Year's, and then after New Year's it's mostly a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday event. Most days it starts around 5 p.m. and it goes until about 9 or 10 p.m. at night. They do have a variety of food and drinks available for purchase. Like I said, Nicole got some hot chocolate. They do charge for parking at this event. To park close to the Houston Botanic Gardens, like on property, is about $18. That's kind of expensive. There is a parking lot further away that requires a shuttle service, and that is about $8. Nicole and I did park closer because it was really cold and we didn't want to deal with a shuttle in that type of evening, but you may save some money by parking further away. Overall, we liked this event. It's probably not something that you should go out of your way for. Like, we wouldn't drive the 4 hours from DFW to Houston just to go to this event. But if you're in the area and you're staying in a hotel near Hobby Airport and the Botanic Gardens, and you're in Houston between November and February, it might be something worth doing, especially if you're looking for something to do at night. If you're new to our channel, you should know that Nicole and I love to eat on our vacations. We try to find restaurants that are unique to the area that we're going to and try as much as we can when we're in those restaurants. On this trip, it is no different. We found a restaurant called Spanky's Pizza and Bar. It's in a similar area over by Hobby Airport and the Houston Botanic Garden and the hotel that we're staying at. And it is essentially a pizza bar. So a pizza restaurant with a bar built into it. The night that we were here, there was some college football playoff games going on. So it was a little bit busy inside the restaurant. But Nicole and I actually really enjoyed the food here. We had the tater kegs for an appetizer, which are jumbo tater tots filled with cheese and bacon, served with their homemade ranch dressing. They were very good. And then since this is a pizza restaurant, Nicole and I ordered pizza. I ordered the Meat Lovers, which is topped with pepperoni, beef, Italian sausage, ham, bacon, and mozzarella cheeses. Nicole ordered the Toscano, which has got spinach, green olives, black olives, artichoke hearts, onions, feta cheese, fresh tomatoes, and a pesto olive oil sauce. Overall, for our food, I thought it was really, really good. This is why we search out local food places when we go out of town and on vacation, because if it wasn't for searching best local food in Houston for the area that we're in, we would have never found this place. And I think this is one of the better restaurants we've gone to in our travels to the Houston area. Yesterday, we made the 4-hour drive from the DFW area to Houston, Texas, and we were staying at a hotel next to Hobby Airport the day before our cruise. We went to Meow Wolf, which is an interactive art exhibit, which was really, really cool. After that, we checked out Radiant Nature at the Houston Botanic Gardens and braved the cold because it was like 30 degrees outside and I was frozen, but that was also pretty good to go to that. And then afterwards, we got some great pizza at Spanky's Pizza and Bar. It's the next morning, we're checking out of our hotel. We stayed at the Marriott South, Houston, which is by the Hobby Airport. So Nicole, how was the hotel?
It was nice. Overall, it's very comfortable. It was clean. It only cost about $125 per night with $12 to park on property. But for one night, it was good. It
was pretty good for a pre-cruise hotel right next to Hobby Airport. So if you're flying in the Hobby and you want to stay the night before or the night after your cruise, I think it does its job. It's a lot cheaper than staying on Galveston Island. The only downside that we had was I'm kind of a light sleeper, and the alarm clock is one of those alarm clocks that wakes you up by slowly turning on the lights. And I didn't check that before we went to bed. So at 4 o'clock in the morning, I woke up and haven't been able to go back to sleep. And then the elevators, they're super slow and there's only 2 of them. So be mindful of that. Other than that, seems pretty decent, especially with how much cheaper it was than staying on Galveston. When we left the hotel in the morning on the way to the Galveston cruise port, we stopped at the original Kolache shop in Houston. It's right around the same area that Spanky's Pizza and Bar is located, and it looks like a little hole in the wall. You can miss it so easily. Small little bakery that's been there since 1956. There's hardly any parking outside. We actually had to park down the street, and this place was busy. Just wall-to-wall people trying to queue up in a small little space. We had some kolaches that were some of the best kolaches we've ever had in our entire life. Overall, you cannot go wrong with the original Kolache shop. The next time we're in Houston, we're definitely going back to this place. It's right there with the Czech stop in Slovaceks in West Texas. And if you're traveling through Texas, you have to stop at one of these places for kolaches. They're incredible. Just, you have to. It's a rite of passage. That was some of our pre-cruise activities and a couple food places that we tried before our cruise out of Galveston, Texas, while we were staying in Houston. If you have any questions about any of the places that we went to, or if you have some really cool pre-cruise Houston stuff that you'd like to share with us, make sure you put those in the comments section below. If you'd like to support our channel, make sure you like this video and hit subscribe. It helps us out way more than you realize. And then we'll see you on board our cruise out of Galveston. I'm Travis. Thanks so much for watching.